The professional camera world is about to change forever. If you are thinking about buying a new flagship camera today, you need to wait. Stop everything you are doing because a wave of authenticated leaks from Tokyo has just revealed the Nikon Z9 II. This is not just a small update to the original camera. It is a total takeover of the high-end market. The original Z9 was a legendary machine that killed the mechanical shutter. But in the fast-moving tech world of 2026, Nikon is ready to drop the hammer again. They have combined their best optics with technology from Red Digital Cinema. The result is a camera that functions like a high-speed computer. It is designed to freeze time with a level of precision that was impossible just a few years ago. The heart of this new beast is a 46-megapixel stacked sensor. You might think that resolution sounds familiar, but the technology inside is brand new. This sensor is roughly 3.5 times faster than the one in the original Z9. This speed is a game-changer for working professionals. It brings the camera very close to the performance of a global shutter. This is vital because it avoids the loss of dynamic range usually found in global shutter sensors. Because the sensor reads data so quickly, the flash sync speed has jumped to 1/720th of a second. This allows photographers to overpower the sun with small lights and freeze motion with surgical clarity. But it is not just about the flash. This new speed allows for a native ISO as low as 32. This is what experts are calling medium format equivalent image quality. At ISO 32, noise is virtually non-existent. You get tonal depth and color transitions that were previously only found in cameras costing $30,000. It allows the Z9 II to compete with brands like Hasselblad while remaining indestructible. You can take this camera into a sub-zero rainstorm and still get the cleanest image possible. This makes it the perfect tool for high-end fashion, landscape, and still get the cleanest image possible. This makes it the perfect tool for high-end fashion, landscape, and commercial work where every pixel must be perfect. When it comes to pure speed, the Z9 II is in a league of its own. It can now handle full-resolution raw continuous shooting at 60 frames per second. If you switch to a DX crop mode, that speed jumps to a staggering 120 frames per second in full RAW. The original Z9 could hit these numbers, but only for low-quality JPEG files. Now you get the full RAW data. This gives you the professional overhead to crop and color grade every single frame of a high-speed burst. Whether it is a bird taking flight or a 100-meter sprint, you will never miss the decisive moment again. Powering all this technology is the next-generation Expeed 8 processor. This chip was built from the ground up to handle massive amounts of data. It isn't just a minor speed boost. It is the brain that manages the high bitrate video and the new AI-driven autofocus. The autofocus system has moved beyond simple eye tracking. We are now in the era of predictive intent. The camera uses deep learning to analyze the skeletal structure of a subject. It predicts where a player will move before they even take a step. This means even if a referee blocks your view, the camera stays locked on the athlete. The hit rate for sports photographers is now moving toward 100%. Imagine standing at the edge of history. The final seconds of a world championship race. A rare bird lifting off at sunrise. A single drop of water frozen in the air before it falls. Now imagine holding a camera that does not just capture that moment, but locks it in with a level of precision that felt impossible only a few years ago. This is where the industry is heading. And at the center of this shift is the Nikon Z9 II. The camera world is not moving slowly anymore. It is not evolving step by step. It is jumping forward in huge leaps. Technology cycles that once took 10 years now take 2 or 3. And if you are thinking about investing in a flagship camera body today, you need to pause because what is coming next could completely reset expectations. The original Nikon Z9 was not just another release. It was a statement. It removed the mechanical shutter. It proved that mirrorless could dominate professional sports and wildlife. It restored confidence in Nikon at a time when the competition was intense. It felt like a once-in-a-decade product. But in 2026, a decade is too long to wait. Now the leaks coming out of Tokyo are not talking about small upgrades. They are talking about a complete transformation. The real story is speed. According to trusted sources, this new sensor could be around 3 to 3.5 times faster in readout speed compared to its predecessor. That changes everything. Sensor readout speed affects rolling shutter. It affects flash sync. It affects burst shooting. It affects video quality. When the sensor reads data faster, the camera reacts faster. And when the camera reacts faster, you stop missing moments. There is even talk of an X-sync speed reaching around 1/720th of a second. For professional photographers who use strobes, this is huge. This means you can overpower harsh sunlight with smaller portable flashes. You can freeze fast motion in bright conditions without needing complex setups. You can shape light in ways that were previously limited to medium-format leaf shutter systems or expensive industrial solutions. And here is where it becomes even more interesting. The rumored native ISO could drop as low as 32. That number matters. A lower native ISO means cleaner files in bright light. It means better dynamic range. It means smoother tonal transitions. At ISO 32, noise becomes almost invisible. Highlights roll off more gently. Colors feel richer and deeper. Some insiders are even comparing the image quality to medium-format systems from brands like Phase One and Hasselblad. That is a bold claim. Those brands are known for extreme detail and color depth. But imagine having that level of quality inside a rugged body built for sports, wildlife, and harsh weather. That is the promise here. Now, let's talk about continuous shooting. The rumored numbers are staggering. Full resolution RAW at 60 frames per second. Not JPEG, not heavily compressed files. Full RAW. That means every frame holds maximum data and maximum flexibility. And if you switch to a DX crop mode, reports suggest up to 120 frames per second in RAW. Think about that for a moment. 120 full RAW images every single second. For a sprinter exploding off the blocks or a falcon diving toward its prey, you are no longer hoping to catch the perfect frame. You are guaranteed to have it. The original Z9 could reach high frame rates, but often in compressed formats. The difference here is control. RAW files give professionals the power to recover shadows and adjust white balance without destroying detail. It is not just about speed. It is about usable speed. Of course, none of this works without a powerful processor. That is where the Expeed 8 comes in. This is not a minor update. It is reportedly designed from the ground up to handle massive data flow. When you are shooting 60 frames per second in RAW or recording 8.3K video, the processor must move mountains of information every second. But processing power today is not only about speed. It is also about intelligence. Autofocus is entering a new era. We are moving beyond simple subject detection. The camera will not just recognize a human face or an animal eye. It will analyze movement patterns. It will predict where the subject is going next. This is sometimes described as predictive intent. The system studies motion, direction, and behavior. Even if a player is briefly hidden behind another athlete, the camera continues tracking based on learned patterns. This could push hit rates close to perfection. For sports and wildlife photographers, missed focus becomes rare. The camera becomes a true partner, not just a tool. Now we need to talk about video because this is where things get historic. After Nikon acquired Red Digital Cinema, the industry expected something big. Red is known for its cinema cameras and its powerful RAW video formats. It changed filmmaking by giving creators high resolution and flexible color science. The Nikon Z9 II is rumored to be the first flagship to fully integrate Red technology. That means internal 12-bit Red RAW recording. It means access to Red's compression methods and color science. And the headline number is 8.3K open gate recording at 60 frames per second. Open gate means the camera uses the entire sensor area. This is important for modern creators. Today, one project might need horizontal video for cinematic platforms and vertical video for social media. If you record in open gate, you can crop both formats from the same clip without losing significant resolution. It saves time and increases flexibility. In my opinion, the Nikon Z9 II is going to be an absolute monster. It isn't just a camera. It is a statement that Nikon intends to stay at the very top of the professional world. The integration of Red technology is a masterstroke that will likely make this the most sought-after hybrid camera ever made. It bridges the gap between high-end photography and elite cinematography in a way we've never seen before. If you like the video, subscribe, share the video, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update on the latest tech.